Hello, it's Mo back in the Keto kitchen for Matthew's Friends. Now today I'm going to show you how to make a party-sized cake. On our site we have 3 large cakes, a vanilla one which we've already shown decorated, a chocolate one and a fruit cake which serves very well for Christmas or any other time. But today I'm going to show you the very popular chocolate cake. So I'm going to start by getting the dry ingredients together, and the dry ingredients are ground almonds, soya flour, there's a little bit of self-raising flour. Now you may say, what's you're using self-raising flour for? It just adds a little bit of lightness, and we've got the carb allowance within the recipe, so that's fine. And cocoa. Now normally I would say use Bourneville cocoa because it's the lowest in carb that we could find, but I found another one and I'll show you what it is. It's Dr. Oetker, and it's got 2 grams per 100 less than Bourneville, so I'm really pleased that we found that, and it's a really nice cocoa, nice and dark and chocolatey. Now in there we're also going to have good old Barcat for raising, and we just give those a mix just to make sure that they get combined well. The soy flour, this makes a cake rather than a sponge, and I'm very happy to say that earlier this year one of our keto young ladies that's been on the diet for a while got married, and she asked me to make her a chocolate wedding cake. Now she wanted a proper chocolate wedding cake for the guests, and she wanted a keto chocolate cake for herself. And I adapted this recipe so that it became her wedding cake, and it turned out quite well. But the biggest compliment that she could give me was that she thought she'd eaten the wrong cake. She didn't realise that she had in fact got a slice of her keto cake. It tasted just like the cake that the guests were eating apparently. So I hope that you find the same with this. So I'm going to pop that to one side and get on to the next stage. For that I need a slightly bigger bowl, and we've got eggs. They can just go in like that, and olive oil. And it's not made with butter. Plenty of butter goes on the top later, but this is olive oil. Makes it nice and easy. And some liquid sweetener. You could make this with granular sweetener if you prefer to do that, or you can't get the liquid sweetener, but on this occasion it's the liquid. Now they're all in there, and now I'm going to just keep whisking them until they get nice and foamy. Right, you can see that's got a nice foam on the top, and that's whisked enough now. So you can add the other ingredients, and again you can do it with the whisk, so it's quite a nice easy recipe to do. Just pile it all in. And then carry on whisking until it's really well mixed. It has to be really well mixed. Right, so as you can see, that now looks like melted chocolate almost. It's a lovely colour. And don't think it's too wet. It needs to be quite wet because the soya flour will swell up quite a lot in the cooking. So we're going to get rid of those. Right, so now I'm going to put it in a cake tin. I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm cooking it in one tin. You can do this in 2 sandwich tins if you prefer, but I just happen to prefer the shape that comes out if you do it like this and then cut it in half when it's cooked. So, in it goes. And I'm going to have a good scrape round. Now this is going to go into a moderately cool oven. In one tin, it'll take about 40 minutes to cook. So when it's all done and cool, you'll see what it looks like when it's completed. Right, the oven is on and the temperature is set at 190, and if you've got a fan oven then that will be 170 or gas mark 5, and the cake should take around 40 minutes. So while that's happening, I'm going to show you how to make a butter icing. First ingredient, obviously butter. Now you can use regular salted butter or unsalted. It's just a matter of preference. And I'm just going to give that a little bit of a whiz round just to get it going. Right, that's softened it up, make it a little bit easier for the icing to go in. Now I'm using Natvia icing. There's also stevia, sucrin stevia you can use, and I believe there's several others on the market, but it's your preference what you like to use. But the icing is nice and fine. I don't try and do this with the granular. It doesn't work quite so well, it's too gritty. And it doesn't work very well just with the liquid either. Right, so when that is nice and pale, you can beat it as long as you like. The longer you do it, the paler it will get. And at this point, if you wanted to flavour it, this is the time to do it. You could either add orange essence, vanilla essence, any flavour you like, or you could even add some melted chocolate and turn it into a chocolate buttercream. And you can see that is a really nice, creamy buttercream. Now that's enough just to put a little in the middle of the cake, and then the rest goes on the top. I know in an ideal world you could use an icing bag and do all sorts of pretty patterns on, but then you tend to lose some of the ingredient in the bag. So I don't do that. I just try and make it look as nice as I can by using all the ingredients and then just a spoon or a knife. Anyway, you'll see what it looks like at the end.